Hey everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm the cop husband that Candace usually talks about, and I'm here posting on her channel just for a few minutes. Our Family First for Candace Casales. So she's posting these videos kind of on a weekly basis about different stuff that she's got going on, different ideas that she likes as far as dates and stuff like that. And I'm her husband, and I'm trying to be supportive, about the stuff that she wants to do. So she posted a video a few days ago about date ideas or things that she does to make me happy. So I guess a couple of the people that were watching the video had shot a suggestion back and said, oh, that's all great and stuff, that you like to do stuff for him, or that you're catering to him and making him feel special and all warm and fuzzy and stuff like that. But what does he do for you? What are the things that he does, to make you happy? So she brought it to my attention and said, hey, one of my subscribers, want to see a video, want to know what is it that you do. So I was thinking about it, and first of all, without going off on too much of a tangent, I think that we need to establish something first. Whether you are husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whether you're just starting to date, whether you've known each other a long time, you have made a conscious choice to be with that person. So it should be 100% natural for you to want to do something nice for that person, regardless of the situation, because you chose to be in that situation. One of the biggest things that I've seen in relationships is just an overall lack of verbal appreciation. It feels good when somebody says thank you. It feels good when somebody says I love you, I appreciate you, because good catering to somebody or treating them nice or giving them things that they deserve or that shouldn't be taken for granted, and it certainly should not be expected. A lot of guys, and I don't want to stereotype, but I want to generalize for a second and say a lot of guys think that their sole responsibility in the relationship is to go to work. And they'll say, well, I work and that's my contribution to the relationship. I'm here to tell you that's absolutely false, okay? Because our job as a guy, our job as a husband, our job as a boyfriend, our job as the head, so to speak, of the relationship, the male entity, is we have to create a balance. It's not enough just to go to work and provide for your family. You've got to create a balance. You've got to be able to spend adequate enough time with your significant other. You've got to show them that you appreciate them. You've got to create a balance, whether it's spiritual. You've got to create a balance, whether it's entertainment and work. Because if you're dedicating all your time to work, then you're showing where your priorities are. And trying to hide behind the we need the money, or I'm doing this for us, you're putting more time and effort into your job and the money-making aspect than you are the relationship. So which one do you think is going to flourish, and which one do you think is going to fail? It's important for guys, and this, like I say, I'm not the perfect husband. I'm not the perfect guy, and all relationships are different. I'm just speaking from what works for Candace and I. What we've experimented, what we've tried out, stuff that has worked for us. And I think that it's interesting to get other people's perspective, and I'm sure that you might do something that we don't, or we might do something that you don't, but it's about learning, and if you find something new, something that works, implement it. If it doesn't, then push it by the wayside and just move on. It's no big deal. You got to show an interest. I try to show an active interest in the things that are important to Candace. I'm sure that you all have heard of, read of, or been introduced to the book, 5 Love Languages. That's a really big thing for us, because when you know each other on an in-depth level, you're able to analyze and also be able to respond to what it is that they need. Some people, their love language might be words of affection, words of encouragement. It could be buying things. It could be spending quality time with someone. So identify as a man, as a guy, what it is that's important to your significant other, and then try to do that. Buying gifts all the time, that may be your way of showing affection or love for somebody, but it may not be their number one way to receive it. It's important to show expression through feelings. Guys, it's okay to open up. especially with that person, remember, that you chose to be with, because they should be your best friend. They should be the person that you want to spend every waking moment with. And if they're not, then you need to reevaluate where your priorities are. When it comes to gifts, you do not need to go and spend an elaborate amount of money or these over-the-top things to show your wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever it may be in your situation, that you care about them or love them. I made a mistake. I called myself on it a couple weeks ago and decided, you know what, I'm going to go buy some flowers. I'm going to go buy something for Candace and bring it home. I went to Walmart, guys. I bought $3 flowers. I brought them home, and she wasn't here at the time, so I came home from work a little early. I put the flowers next to the door. I bought a 99-cent card and a 99-cent, one of her favorite candies, and I put it by the door. Now, I'm not saying to be cheap about it, but I'm saying that these are certain things that she likes. She liked this type of flower. She liked this type of snack. And so I remembered that, and when you do that as a guy, you remember what things your spouse or significant other likes, then it means a lot to them. So I just set it by the door, and then I went back to work, and when she came home, she found it. Now, it didn't cost me but $5 to put the whole ensemble together, but to this day, she's got those flowers cut and sitting in a vase on her nightstand next to the bed. So to her, it meant something, and to me, it meant something also because I was able to get in tune with what it was that she likes. Here's another piece of advice that I'm going to give. Again, I am no psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a relationship professional. Again, this is just something that works for us. It's fun when you set aside a specific amount of time to do something with your significant other. Life is busy. We've got obligations. We've got bills to pay. We try to cater to everybody's needs, and we've got a lot of stuff going on at the same time. Set aside an evening or a specific amount of time each week for each other. Now, I'm going to stress this on the guys, especially because you have influence and pull in the relationship. So if you come across and set that up, it's number one, going to show the woman that you care. Number one, that the relationship's important enough that you want to spend quality time with them. A lot of people think that, oh, now that I'm with this person, now that we're married, I can stop trying because I got the prize. I got what it was that I was after. The trophy, so to speak. That's not the case, though. You've got to continue to date your spouse. Or if you're in a long-term meaningful relationship and you're past that casual dating period, you need to continue to date your significant other. Candace and I, recently we've set up that once a week after the gym on a specific night, we're going to go out to dinner at one of our favorite places to eat. Because that's something that we like to do. It's something we look forward to every week. So we bust our butt during the week. We work hard. We fulfill our obligations. We, do everything that we're supposed to do. By the time that day comes around and we're done with our day, we're ready to just be with each other and enjoy some time. Again, your schedules, depending on how much time you have free, just do something small. It doesn't have to require going out to eat or spend money. Just something small, something that's significant. And I guess just the last thing to hit on, so I don't keep going off on a tangent or anything, is be verbally expressive. Let your significant other know, this is also coming from the guy, that you care about her. Okay, before you leave for work, let her know that you love her. Give her a hug, give her a kiss. That way you never know what's going to happen. You always want that separation, whether it's going to work or going somewhere else, but that physical separation, you want to leave on a good note. A lot of this stuff is easier said than done, but it does take effort, it takes patience, and it takes work on both parts to make that relationship work. But Candace and I, we've got it pretty good because she knows exactly what makes me tick. She knows exactly what it is that I'm looking for, exactly what it is that I want, exactly what it is that I need. And I'm trying to put that conscious effort forward and put that foot forward to do that same thing for her. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, you want her to post about anything, I don't plan on showing up on these videos very often, but I did this at her request. Again, it was important to her, so it doesn't matter what I thought about it. It was important to her, so I did it. So guys, keep that in mind. Do what's important to your significant other. Hope that helps. Y'all have a good one.